another one. All right, let's kill those, and then let's do this. Yeah, there you go. Makeup. And then a little bit more. Actually, we're going to keep it on auto release. And then bring the threshold in for a little bit of squish. Let me see. I like it. All right, let's bring the volume down. Okay, we're done. All right, let's adjust the volume. Let's go. Okay, so let's pull this up. This is about minus 5.5. Let's put it at 3.5. And then this is minus 25. Let's just listen. There you go. And then I like it. All right, just checking, making sure I'm recording. I don't want to be surprised later. Okay, we are recording. Very good. Okay, so we got that. And we're going to move on to the next. So we're going to color this the same thing. So we know they're all drums. I'm not going to use the bus. So we're going to save. Actually, you know what? Let's marry the bass to the kick right now. And then once we're done with the bass, we'll pull that out. Because I need to hear all the other stuff first. Actually, I took that back. Let's finish the drums first. So we're going to put this all the way down here first. All right, so the next one we're going to work on is the clap. All right, let's go listen to it. Woo, that's hot. Okay, so the first thing I hear is that it's way too bright. So we're going to do something different here. We're going to go to the basic EQ. Oh, gosh. And we're going to pull out the maybe 8K out of it. So let's pull that down by 2. Well, let's see. See, that's too bright. For right now. And then we're going to add a little bit of mid-range to it to fatten it up. So here's how that works. You go to where you want to fatten the frequency, if you know the frequency, and then you boost it here. Watch. See that? Or if you want to add, say, 3.5K, for example, then you can play it. See? And they can boost it. It just depends on what sound you're looking for. So we're going to start slow. So I want about 1.2K. Right about there. And then let's set this back to 0. Right? And then we sweep it. So do we want to go left or right? We'll figure it out in a minute. Watch. obviously we don't want to go left because it's too skinny. We want to fatten it up, so we got to go right. We boost that frequency. Okay, now that the frequency is boosted, we need to add the top end back. I like that. So far, so good. We're going to bust this out, definitely. So we're going to go to New, Stereo, and then we're going to do an aux input. Okay, so we're going to send this into this track. So we're going to go out right here to bus, and then we're going to create a bus 1 and 2 out, and then this will be the bus 1 and 2 in, and then we turn it on. But watch what happens first. So if I play it, you're not going to hear the snare or the clap. See? But if I turn this on here, then you hear it. There you go. So it's still too hot, so let's bring it down. Let's color that immediately to say this color, so we know where we're actually, it's too close. Okay, good. Okay, sounds good. All right, so we want to add, I'm not even sure if I should bust it out, but just in case, because I'm going to use other snares. But I'm going to add this sound field to it. Oh, where'd it go? Sound field, and then we're going to go to Stereo Maker. So I'm going to turn it off, and then I'll bring it in. So listen. And then I'm bringing it in now. Off. That's beautiful. Okay, it's a little bit dull, but we'll fix it once we add the hi-hat so we can hear the frequency. But I have other snares, so I might have, oh, actually, you know what? Let's see. Do I want to do stereo before the reverb? Or do I want to do the reverb before the stereo widener? Let's do the reverb after. All right, so let's go reverb. And I want the plate. Actually, no, I want the room. Right, there you go. If you look at this, it reminds me of the lexicon. You remember back in the day? Well, you guys probably don't know. You guys are young. But back in the day, I used to be the lexicon used to look like this. All right, so we're gonna go to room. All right, and then let's see how that sounds. See that? So, and then we're gonna change the decay time. Actually, let's change the decay level first. See? There you go. All right. So we put it at roughly minus 8.7. I'm sorry, minus 4.8 decibels. So let's put it. I'll take it off. Listen. And then we're going to put it back in. Maybe a little bit more. Let's put it at 4. Okay, that worked. I like that. So everything else will feed into that track. So let me, there you go. And then we have another snare right here. We're gonna place it right there. And then now we're gonna see which one that is. Okay, so it's this one. All right, let's listen to it. Ooh! Okay, we need to clean that up. All right, so this is very simple, really. We don't need too much. We don't need a lot of EQ on this. We just need enough just to go shoot. All right, we just need to brighten it up a little bit. It's a little bit dull. Okay, I like that simple, but I want to run it through bus 1 and 2 as well. See where it sits? It sits differently than the. Sorry, it sits differently in compare. How do I say that? It sits differently compared to the main snare. Good. Get that to get good. Back. So I'm gonna pull that down a little bit, though it's a little bit too high. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna place it dead center just yet. I have to bring in the other snares and then see where they all sit. So that was the clap. That's a snare. Okay, I got to bring this in next. Actually, hold on a second before I do that. I need to bring this under this right here. Let's do that first. That's important. That's important. See, because this is this right here. Oh yeah, that's the main boom. So what we want to do is squeeze the crap out of it. I do know that I want to use this compressor for this one. Dynamics, and I want to use the this one. Definitely. Okay, this one, I know for a fact that I want to use drums, and I want to use that one. So let's listen. Ooh. Do you hear that slap? Pow! All right, now we just got to bring the volume down. Okay. And since we have that there's another 808 here that we have to use. It's, where did it go? Oh, right here, see? So that goes in the hooks. Okay. That goes in the hooks. All right, we got to color this differently. Right, but we want to use the same compressor. All right, we're going to do from here. So when this comes in 2 bars, we'll know. I need to know the volume. And then it comes in here. Right here. Okay, that's too loud, but you get the idea. Okay, so let's look at what these are doing. So I'm going to put this up here. Click this little tiny button. And then we're going to click on the second one. Okay, so we got 2 of them here. Actually, let's I think I can make this smaller. There you go. Okay. So let's just see what they're doing. All right, so I'm going to play both. This is the first half of it, so let me go back a little bit. Okay, so we have serious gain reduction here, see? Actually, I'm sorry, that was a limiter. Okay, so now we're, there you go. And let's check the other one. It's coming in right now. See? Okay, so it hits, let me check one more time. Right now. Okay. See? Drops, hit 60, drops back down. Very, very nice. Beautiful control. Okay, now remember, I'm just mixing as I go, and then I'll balance out the levels later. So that's done. We need this right here. Let me be sure. Is that the that? Okay. All right, let's call it that. No. There you go. Maybe something different. I'll change all the colors later. I just need to know what I'm looking at is all. Actually, you know what? I got kick, 808, 808. I have the clap, snare, and then the aux is what I did not define. I should go snare aux. I just said snare aux just to be on the safe side so I can remember what's that label is. Well, that track is labeled. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Is this one, I think? No. We need this one. Yeah, that's the next one. Well, let's play it so we can. Oh, that's already done. That's not. Okay, so we need to hear it. So we know where we are. This one. Okay. Okay, we don't hear it yet, but we will hear it now. Woo! Okay. That's the one that we added yesterday. I think we did. Anyway, it's too loud, but I like the sound as it is. So let's place it in first. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to trick the system here. All right, we're not going to change anything about it. We're just going to add, we're going to send it to the bus, 1 and 2. Let's listen. Okay. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna add a little bit of delay to it. We're gonna make it stereo because that's a mono track. We're gonna go delay and we're gonna choose a stereo delay. We want to use replica. Here we go. Okay. You want to use the hold on a second. Slap back. Let me see what that sounds like. No, that's not working. Sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time. So we leave it like that. I like it. There's not much to it. Just leave it alone. All right, let's pull that down in the mix. Okay, let's play it again. All right, so we're going to group these right here. Actually, there's one more snare. Give me a second. No, that's it. We just have this is just a percussion. Let's do that now. Let's do that now. Okay, this one we're gonna go. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's duplicate this track. All right, and then we're gonna stagger it. So one. I'm sorry. Oops, sorry. Actually, let me just do this. Okay. So that when it plays here, let's just do this right here. Do this way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pan it left and right, okay? Hard left, and then hard right. Okay, maybe not so hard. Just half pan. All right, let's listen to that. Okay. So we're gonna pair this two together. So we hit Control G, and we go perk. So now when we pull these out, we pull both of them up at the same time. Let's get the right volume. Okay, let's go a little bit wide, 25, and then let's go 25 on this as well. Okay. Nice. Very good. All right, so that's done. If you notice, I didn't compress it or add anything to it because it's just percussion. All right, so we're gonna go hi-hat now. We're gonna leave it exactly where it is. Maybe not. Yeah, let's go hi-hat. And I know what. Let's just listen. Oh, I kind of already panned that a little bit. Okay, all right, bring that down. All right, so and then the second hi-hat. There's this one. And then we're going to pan that over to the right. I remember from yesterday it was a little bit too bright. What? Oh, sorry. All right, so we're going to dull that down a little bit. It's too bright. Definitely bring that to decibels. Okay, so this needs a little bit of love here. The EQ, that is. Shoot. I'm gonna borrow this from here and then just grab it and dump it over here. I'm gonna do a reset. Sorry. And then okay, so far so good. It's a very complex drum section. And then the next thing I'm going to add now is the kabasa. right, we're going to add a little bit of EQ to that capacitor. A little bit of EQ. Well, I want it bigger. I want it fatter. There you go. It's too big. It's taking up way too much space. Let's go back to default and just clean up the top. That's it. There you go. I like it. It's in the middle. There's hi-hats in this on the sides. Or maybe I should. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I like it. So. So I like the percussion like this. Cat, 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 cat. Yeah. So everything has its own space. So nothing's clashing so far. And then we're going to add this. This is the key right here. Ooh. Okay, and then we're going to label these because these are percussions. Nice. All right, and then let's move on to the Udu. Okay, so this, we don't need any kind of compression whatsoever. We just need, actually, let me use this. I might want it to pop a little bit. So I'll use the same drums, but I'll use pumping drums on it. Let's try it. Oh, yes! And pull the volume way down. But I still need an EQ on it though. So I'm going to put the EQ right under it. And I'm going to use the same EQ that you guys see me use all the time. Yeah. Why? Because it works. All right, so let's bypass that for a second. Watch. So now we got the bottom, we got the mid-range, and then we got the ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Okay, and then we just blend it in now. Okay, I'm not sure about the volume just yet, but once we add this, because this is the main top here, so listen. So even though they're hitting the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, the tonality is different. So let's go back over here, drop the volume, and drop this volume. Okay, so I just have the basic EQ. I don't need to compress that. I just need to shape it up a little bit. I need the mid-range. Yep. And Okay, so what I need on this is it already has its own reverb, so we don't want reverb on it. We just want something. Actually, you know what? Let me leave it as it is. Okay, so we need to layer that now with the 70s. So I pan that over to the right a little bit. There's no EQ or anything on it. And then on this one, we're going to do the same. All right, on that one, on that one, we're going to clean that up a little bit. What? Okay. So on the flute, we're not going to do anything to it, but maybe add a... Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the H reverb. How about the H reverb? Where is it? H reverb. Where are you? Oh, here we go. Sorry. Delay. H delay. All right. We're going to use the ping pong. But we're going to change the feedback from... Yeah, that's way too much. We're going to go to about maybe... I don't even know yet. I'm just guessing here. So let's listen. And I still haven't changed ping pong. Black Classics. We want to choose the let's do the white delay, and then bring that back to 10% for right now. That's it. That's nice. That's flavor right there. I don't know if I want to change the feedback. I like the feedback. It's wild. I mean, I wouldn't do it normally, but it sounds good. Let's go see. Okay, I like it. Let's EQ the delay a little bit more, and the sound itself. Sharp. No, because now I can't turn it up. So let's pull it down, because I want to turn it up later. Because that's in the verse. Sorry, that's in the hook. Okay, now we can talk about the bass. Let's go to the bass. Oh, no. Let's do this first. This one right here. Yeah, that will piss a lot of people off. Nice. So let's EQ the crap out of that first, because that'll be clean. I don't need anything else. I just need it clean. Actually, take the mid-range off, because we don't want it to clash with the vocals. So we're going to sweep it, and we're going to bring that down, and that's it. It's got its own reverb already. So... that's shaping up nicely. And then we need the bass now. Yeah, here we go. The bass. Okay, let's pull that down. It's going to be hard. Okay, so right now the bass is dull. So we're gonna compress the crap out of it. So we're gonna go to LA2A. For some reason, the LA2A is working wonders for us today. I've never used the LA2A by itself on all tracks. We're gonna go bass. I'm gonna go bass presence. Ooh. Now, don't forget that when you pull up the LA2A by default, it's in limited mode. So you got to switch it back out here. Sorry, back here to compress. All right, don't forget that. All right, so we got that. And we want to do something different to this one. So we're going to use a different kind of EQ. We're going to use this, the SSL here, native X EQ. So I know that I want about 4K. Oh, that's 1K. No. Let's do that 2K. Okay, 2.5 is fine. So let's go to let's boost that by say 5 decibels. Very good. Let's play. All right, and then we'll go to 5K. Where's 5K? 5K. Actually, keep it at 7. Keep it at 7, and then we'll strip the and then we go 3K. Okay, so good. Actually, pull that up. Let me pull that up a little bit. I want to hear some more. Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to double the EQ on this one. Just a little bit. Let's go see. Very good. Well, let's pull the volume down. Gain will be down a little bit. All right, now let's compress the crap out of it again. So we're going to go here. And then we're going to go to dynamics. And we're going to go to the new old to U2A. It's basically another universal audio, sorry, not universal, L2A compressor. The only difference is that this has presets. So I want to, and the presets, of course, this whole entire thing comes with saturation, compression, and limiter. You'll see, watch this. So I'm going to go to gritty. Right, so when I go to gritty, see? So we're going to drive that. See? And then drive it. So let's go back over here. I need to drive the mid-range a little bit more. It. So that's harsh. So now let's balance it in. Pull that down, we slide it up. Okay, now we can slide the first kick in. I mean, we can slide the first kick up. And I'm changing this compressor. I'm changing it to the LA2A because that's unhappening. I like this better. It's just a better sound for this track. And then we're going to do drums, and we're going to go to drum boost, and then we adjust the volume. Okay, I hear a drag. Okay, that's not working. No way. So let's go back to drums. And let me just go to pumping drums. Let's see what that sounds like. No, don't like it. Don't like it one bit. No compression. That's better, actually. Okay. So we're done with that section. Let's listen to this section. And then this section. Okay, this has got to come up. Where is it? This has got to come up. Very good. Okay. And then we got to fix this, which is the second Arab voice. Okay, so let's listen. I'm putting the second chant a little bit lower because the vocals are coming in hot with the backing vocals here. So I don't want them to clash because they are sitting in the same frequency point or frequency range. All right, and then the strings also will be clashing with the lead voice. So let's see what we can do to that one. All right, so we're going to go here. And then we're going to slide that in. I'll do the coloration later. I just need to know where I am right now. All right, so we're going to... See where the strings come in, they sound dull, and they just occupies the entire spectrum. We don't want that, so we're going to clean that up a little bit. We're going to give it, say, it already has reverb on it, so we just need to clean up the EQ part of it. So let's use a different EQ actually, because I want to do something different in this one. So EQ, we're going to use the 7. Actually, let me just load up the preset first. Here you go. You know what? I don't like the sound. I really don't. Let's use something simpler. See, this is why I always say to you guys that the fact that you have all these fat filter, it doesn't mean a damn thing if it doesn't sound right. Just don't use it. Use something simple. So this is what I like this one. So let's see how this sounds. Sorry, I'm on the wrong track. Should be here. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. I like the blend. Okay, so I don't like the cutoff. It just cuts off, right? I'm sure you guys heard that. So we're gonna do something different here. So we're gonna fade it into there. So let's see. Maybe even more. So it's not so sudden. But of course, everything depends on the vocals. I'll make the adjustment as I hear it. I like that blend, but it's way too hot. So we're gonna go string G STR. Oops. STR1. Okay, and then we can move that around. Okay, so that tells me. All right, let's bring some vocals in so we can gauge where we are. All right, the vocals are right here. All right, let's go back over here and just make sure. Oh, where are they? All right, good. All right. Again, G, and then we go Vox. And now we have control. Go 9.
You in that black dress, go chain swinging. One look at me in your.
Okay, so right away you can hear that it's clashing with the vocals. So we're gonna bring that out, or or delete. So
you in that black dress, go chain swinging.
all right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna go because I want it in there. It's just too loud. Actually, I'm gonna go here first, consolidate that, and then we're gonna bring the volume down, way down.
You in that black dress, go chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. But you found my lane, sip on your lips like a sugar rush game. I lean in close, you smile like trouble. Floor gets hot when you step through the bubble. Tell me your name, but I like that stare. We don't need words, we already there. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Hands up, girl, body right. We gon' stay up all night. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Say my name, hold on tight.
Okay. I like it so far. So actually, a lot of things are missing. But anyway, that's the vibe of the entire song.
You in that black dress, go chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. But you found my lane, sip on your lips like a sugar rush game. I lean in close, you smile like trouble. Floor gets hot when you step through the bubble. Tell me your name, but I like that stare. We don't need words, we already there. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Hands up, girl, body right. We gon' stay up all night. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Say my name, hold on tight. We gon' light it up right. You got that look like you know what's coming. Hard on the bass and the whole room humming. Ice in the glass, but the air feel warm. You pull me in like a summer storm. No slow dance, we cut straight through. Every little move says I want you. Your friends all scream when you touch my arm. Now the whole damn place caught in nonchalant. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight.
Okay, and then of course these is go. They all gotta go down. It's going down tonight. Let's consolidate that. Actually, there's no need to consolidate that. Actually, let's just go back down here and just pull the whole track down. Actually, you do have to. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's because this is already down. I just got to pull the volume, the levels down.
You got that look like you know what's coming. Hard on the bass and the whole room humming. Ice in the glass, but the air feel warm. You pull me in like a summer storm. No slow dance, we cut straight through. Every little move says I want you. Your friends all scream when you touch my arm. Now the whole damn place caught in nonchalant.
Where is that coming from? That's not from my track. Okay, I think what Suno did was, I'm thinking Suno put it in here, so I got to mute it. Okay, well, I'll figure it out later. Anyway, but that's the gist of the entire song. Let me play this section.
Ooh, when I say all the way down, feel that spark in your head. We hit the door. Tell me you want it. Tell me you feel it. Whole club gone, but we still in it. Tell me you want it. Tell me you know. Ooh, when I say go, you already know. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Hands up, your body right.
Okay, so we need to add this right here to it. And let me tell you something, guys. When you hear that, it's gonna be like, okay, who let the dogs out? No, really, but it's dope. All right, so I'm going to put the same thing in there, and I'm going to pull the volume down. Now, in this section, I'll go pan left and pan right. So, and then I pull the volume down on this one as well. It's going down. Hands up, your body right. We gon' stay up all night. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Say my name, hold on tight. We gon' light it up right. It's going down. We gon' stay up all night. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Going down. We gon' light it up right. All right, let's check the master fader, see what we're doing here. Okay, so watch this. We're going to play it from here, okay? And I also want to show you why I mix directly into my master bus. Now, if I didn't mix into my master bus, this is what it would sound like. So listen. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me go to the verse. You in that black dress, gold chain swinging. You in that black dress. All right, so I'm going to take this off. Right? So listen. This is without mixing into the master bus. Like dry. You're just mixing to mix. So this is what you would sound like, or I would sound like, or anybody else would sound like if they didn't mix into the master bus with the plugins already set in there. You in that black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my lane. Sip on your lips. And there's no mastering. It's just how it's done. You don't mix without anything in your master bus, because you would not know what your mix is going to sound like ever. But watch this. Let's imagine that I've finished mixing the track, and I go, okay, it's time to master it. So now I can go into my dynamics, and I'll go into my TR5. The one. Where are you? I'm sorry. It must be here. The one. Here we go. So when I pull this up, that's my secret weapon, right? So I'm going to bypass it. And then I'm going to play the track. Actually, let me go to where the vocals are. Turn your speaker down if your volume is really up, loud. So just going to get loud now. You in that black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my lane. You see how much louder that is? But there's no distortion whatsoever. So that tells you that you have a great mix, because you can really turn up your speakers. But if you turn up your speakers and your bass is distorting your woofer, something's wrong with your mix. And you can adjust it right there while you're mastering. You're not really mastering, but you kind of are. So like that right there, I can hear my kick's hitting too hard. I can go back and drop the kick, and since I can see the bass punch right here, and I can see the body of the track, And I can also change the focus, right? And I can add, of course, that nice frequency, which is right about 8K to maybe 12K-ish, depending on what kind of speakers you have. You can add it right here based on the number of decibels, based on the number of decibels you want to add to it, right? And of course, you can shift your transients. You can push as much as you want, or you can drive the saturation right here. Well, how much analog constituents do you want to add to it? Sorry, how much analog consistency do you want to add to it? Did I just say I'm sorry. I meant anyway. Well, my point, of course, and then of course width, because you got to add that width to it. But the point is, if you don't, okay, watch this. Let's say that I got to this point with no plugins in my chain, so I'm gonna sound like this.
You in that black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me.
See, that's off. But watch this. I'm gonna play it again. But watch this. I'm gonna leave the master on.
Black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my lane. Sip on your lips.
Yeah, that's the reason why you mix directly into your master bus, and then from your master bus, you add your mastering chain, so to speak, after the fact. But I didn't get this down, so we're gonna take that off. I was just trying to show you why I do it. Of course, you don't have to do it my way. You can do it however you hear it. But the point is, that's the way to do it. All right, guys, the session's over. I'll finish the mix, and when it's done, I'll post it, and then you guys can play. You can play effect, and that's pretty much it. So thank you for listening, and thank you for being on my channel. And we'll do this again, and we'll dance. I'll dance with you guys again next week. All right, guys, let me vocal you out.
Black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my